guess technically it was like this. And this was here, so the weight of this heavy thing just kept pushing on that.
So did we replace that with?
Yeah, what I have is, rather than putting a giant heavy thing back on it,
Yeah.
I brought one of these, which I can just put a hose on, and then I can put that to this lightweight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's much easier to use. It isn't a big, heavy brass thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can't put that kind of, you know,
Pressure.
yeah, that's kind of stress on plastic like that. It doesn't have the shear strength.
Okay.
If it was brass, that'd be a different story, but you can't use brass because it's an aluminum tank or a steel tank.
Right.
You can't use dissimilar metals.
Okay. It's getting windy.
All right, the holding tank has a threaded entry point for the waist, and there was a plastic fitting in there with a very heavy brass T-handle on it. And over time, the brass T-handle put too much shear stress on the plastic fitting, so it broke and began to leak.
So it was, instead of the waste going from the toilet
There was
into
this,
the holding tank, it was
coming here
partially-
with this giant, that fitting we looked at
Yeah.
earlier. It was heavy, and it was just bouncing on this plastic piece over time.
and it was just leaking down into this compartment.
Yep, and then it was leaking on the other side of this wall,
Yeah.
and then would appear down there, so you would think that it was coming from the bottom of the tank, but
That's
it was
what I
coming
thought.
from the top of the tank.
And then there's 2 holes down in the compartment that go into the bilge, so it was actually going into the bilge.
And then this
To my
threads are so
amazement.
gunked up with calcium and old waste that I have to physically clean each thread and scrub it just to try to get it to catch a thread to put the new piece in.
So this is Andrew with Head Honcho and Keywest.
Sell everything and move here.
He handles everything plumbing on a boat. Is
Yeah.
that pretty much? Is that a good description?
That's fair enough.
And he's not afraid. He's unafraid to dive right in. But the good news is he tested everything out, the macerator pump. Everything's working. And it wasn't a clog. That was good news, right?
Yep.
So it could have been a lot worse. Is that a fair statement?
Yep. And if we can catch threads on this, everything will be fine. But
Okay.
so it could get worse.
And we're also we're also going to replace this yellow valve here. It wouldn't open, but he's going to make it where it will open.
Oh, I think I got threads. I think I got some.
Yay!
It's hard to tell if it's straight or not.
So that valve wouldn't open for me to be able to change waste from going into the holding tank or to overboard or macerator pump. But everything's going to be good by the time Head Honcho is done.
This
Yeah.
needs to be rethreaded with a different part. This angle isn't right. So need to adjust this, and then since this is plastic, this whole unit needs to be supported somehow so that the weight isn't coming down on this plastic piece.
Okay.
So I'll probably end up putting something under the floor here
Sure.
and put a really heavy duty cable tie underneath this, but so that you can still turn the knob here. Right, the knob's still accessible here, so
Let's see. Let me see where the knob is.
right, you go like this.
Oh, so I don't
this-
have a lever anymore.
No, you go like that to go overboard
Cool.
for the toilet overboard, and then go like that for toilet go to the tank.
Okay.
It's nice and simple, and it's lightweight.
And
But-
now I can use my head again.
Yeah, now you could use your head. I've got to go find a tap so I can rethread the tank fitting.
And you were saying that you feel like it's 99%, but with me going across the Gulf and
Yeah,
going through
I
rough
wouldn't-
waters and everything.
Nope, that's not good enough for that.
Okay.
It's good enough to sit in the marina and do nothing until something better can be done,
Okay.
but it's not seaworthy 100%.
Copy that.
I mean, who knows? It could sit there and you could cross the Atlantic 10 times and nothing would be wrong, but it also could be the opposite. So
Yeah.
it's not worth the risk.
Thank you.